MSB here, and it's time for another budget deck breakdown. Today we're going to be taking a look at the warrior class, so let's get started. Now, the definition of budget deck varies wildly. Some people say 6 rares in a deck, others say that just having no legendaries makes it a budget deck. My budget decks only have 2 rares, and all the rest are commons and basics. I want to make sure that new players in Hearthstone, or people who are new to the warrior class, can build a quality deck within a week or 2 of starting. Because warriors have access to weapons, we're going to be building a very strong mana curve deck that emphasizes cards which give you the best chance to get a 2-for-1 return. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with Execute because you always need some hard removal. And then for our first value card, we're going to be taking 2 Firey War Axes, 2 Cleaves, because obviously that can also do a 2-for-1. Then we're also going to be taking 2 Cruel Taskmasters. This allows a troop that's already on the board to either trade up, or it facilitates getting an Execute on a minion that may be behind, say like a Taunter. Then we're going to be taking our rare for the deck, which is 2 Frothing Berserkers. Frothing Berserkers are a fantastic drop. 2-4 makes them very difficult to kill early game, and mid game, if you set up its special power well, it can really become a force to be reckoned with. And then, of course, we're going to be taking 2 Arcanite Reapers. Ho! Now for our neutral cards, we're going to be taking 2 Argent Squires because that has the best chance of trading 2-for-1 with things like Leper Gnomes on rush decks. At our 2 drops, we're going to be taking 2 Loot Hoarders because that gives us the draw card, which is fantastic if you pull it late game and need that extra draw when you're top decking. Now for our 3 cards, our 3 drops, we're going to be taking 2 Harvest Golems and 2 Shattered Sun Clerics to beef up something that's already on the board. And then, of course, our best friend from the arena, we're going to be taking 2 Chillwind Yetis, because that's another great value card, and 2 Shieldmasters, another great card which can really annoy a lot of decks. For our 5 drops, we're going to be taking 2 Venture Mercenaries, and then at 6, we're going to be taking 2 Boulderfist Ogres, and at 7, 2 Stormwind Champions. Now you can see the curve here is very smooth. This should ensure that you should always start strong in early game, and then from there, it's just playing out the next best creature as you move forward in the matches. Now the deck's ready, let's go ahead and take it for a spin.
Garrosh versus Malfurion.
Okay, versus Druid. I want to drop my early game cards because this could be a Druid rush deck, and I would love to have a Cleave or a weapon in hand, so I'll keep my Argent Squire, kick back that Shieldmasta. Ugh. Okay, so no weapon, no Cleave, that's not fantastic, but let's see where we go from here. Well, obviously, Argent Squire to begin. That's my turn. I've got a couple options on 2. I could armor, or I could Taskmaster my own Argent Squire. Or if he coins to a 2 defense troop, then I could Taskmaster the troop and then kill it with my Squire. Token 2. Nat Pagel. Okay, so this guy's serious. Okay, good. It didn't fish up a card. Okay, so that was surprising. I'm going to have to use my Taskmaster, put 3 damage on Nat Pagel. It's not optimal, but at least at 2, it'll ensure my opponent uses Claw to take out my Argent Squire, and that hopefully puts 2 damage onto my opponent. And then, obviously, I can still kill Nat Pagel with my Taskmaster in the following turn. Not optimal by any stretch of the imagination, but at least we're moving forward. Or he could Wrath. Okay, so not only does he kill off my Argent Squire, I didn't get the damage put on him, and he gets to draw another card. Hopefully he doesn't draw a card from Nat Pagel, and he doesn't. Okay, Nat Pagel failing hard on the fishing today, which is great. Have to wait, no 3 drops, so have to wait obviously for my 4 drops to come into play. And let's see what he does. He can obviously do a ton. Great. Okay, so he is going to attack me. No, going to attack my Taskmaster. Okay, so he probably has something with a 2 defense in hand. So I think I want to use my Shieldmasta because that'll protect him. That'll protect my Taskmaster from being attacked again. And we want to try and annoy our opponent as much as humanly possible. This deck is all about the value cards and to make your opponent make bad trades whenever possible. Innervating to... He targeted, so Starfall, Starfire. Okay, yep, Starfire. So, he draws another card and takes it out. That's okay, because obviously I have my good friend, the Chillwind Yeti. Do my 2 damage. Well, yeah, draw my Squire and then do my 2 damage. Here I'm kind of opening myself up a little bit to a swipe, but I need to make sure I have my Argent Squire out, so that way if he does swipe, or doesn't swipe, I can take out whatever it is. Okay, Druid of the Claw with my Execute. And so here what I'll be doing is attacking in and using my Execute. I got a Cleave. You know what? I'm going to use my Reaper instead. So Reaper, and then pop the shield on my Squire, swing in for 6. Unfortunately, I've just set myself up for what's probably a pretty good swipe attempt here. On second thought, I probably should have attacked in and let my Taskmaster die, because then my Divine Shield would have... Yeah, swipe. My Divine Shield would have stayed up on my Argent Squire, and then I would have still had that troop to use for an Execute moving forward. But I do have Cleave, so if he puts out 2 troops, then I still get the opportunity to Cleave. And yeah, he's just going to kill that off. Now, he is getting pretty low, which is great. And I have made him use a couple of bad options. Oh, that was great. Okay, so a bit of a lucky draw on my part. Obviously, you could just swipe it right off the bat, but I get the opportunity now to build up my Frothing Berserker. So that's great. Yep, pretty strong drop. Obviously, I can use now either my weapon and Cleave to kill something, or I can use my Harvest Golem to put something into Execute range. Innervate, 8 mana. What's... By fire be purged. Please don't kill my troops. Please, Ragnaros. Yes. Okay, and this is where we definitely sacrifice off the Harvest Golem. Good job, Harvest Golem. Ran into Ragnaros like a champ. Definitely want to save my weapon. Now here's another chance. If he has another swipe, this is a perfect opportunity for him to swipe. So I won't get any leeway if he's got a second swipe in hand. Let's hope he doesn't. Oh, okay. It could have been worse. Obviously that 8th health puts him pretty far out of reach. Let's see what else he does. A swipe? Nope. Okay. Well, it could have been worse. It's moral of the story, and we got a very good top deck. So yep, we're going to take that off. I'll be more than happy to trade off my last weapon to 6 damage. Now with my Stormwind Champion, I've got a pretty strong board position. Now I'm not vulnerable to the swipe, which is great. And hopefully this makes him do a couple of bad options. Let's see what he's got. I've still got my Cleave and my Execute, which is great. If he ever puts out more than one humongously amazing creature. Okay, Force of Nature. This guy has a legitimate deck. Ragnaros, Nat Pagal, Forces of Nature. This is a quality deck. This is no chump deck that I'm fighting. What else he got? Okay, yep, so you're just going to kill off my Stormwind Champion. That makes me think he may have another swipe in hand, because he hesitated at 4. But it wouldn't have been good anyway, because he would have had to kill it. Okay, and a Wrath. Yeah. Well, there's his second Wrath. At least I don't have to worry about him doing a 3 damage Wrath. Now, of course, he's got great card advantage on me right now. And another fantastic top deck. Obviously, luck is a portion of this, but the deck is curved well. I mean, I had 2, what did I have? 2 Mercs, 2 Boulderfist Ogres, another Stormwind Champion. So I had a lot of good options for top decking, and that's the point of this deck, is when you get to top deck option with those Loot Hoarders, you've got some very good options. Okay, Chillwind Yeti, and his second Druid of the Claw. Okay. Unfortunately, I am going to have to use my Execute here, but that was a great late game Frothing Berserker, because yeah, I'll do the damage here, pick this off, and then swing in. I'm not going to kill off the Chillwind Yeti, because I'm okay if he uses the
Well played.
Why, thank you very much, sir. If he uses the Chillwind Yeti to kill off my Frothing Berserker, that's okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. Whoa, okay. So now he's got a big fat 5/10, and I don't have any of my... I don't have any of my executes. I've used them both up. Boy. Like I said, this is legitimate. Let's see what I top deck. Got a couple good options. A weapon. You know, if I draw either of my Firey War Axes or my Arcanite Reaper, that'd be good. Okay, well, I didn't have to think of any other options. Luckily, I drew an Arcanite Reaper. Now this, it would have been better to draw a Firey War Axe, because then I would have done the 7 from here, and then 3 from there. But that's good, and of course my Mercenary is still up and running. And both of his Wraths are gone. So obviously he could swipe here. He's gotten two cards. He's gotten both of his due to the claws. He's gotten both of his Wraths. So I mean, why wouldn't he have both of his swipes in hand? Hopefully not. And let's see what he plays. Okay. Wow. Obviously the 5 health wouldn't really help him that much. So he's drawing cards, trying to get that, trying to get an answer. Has he found one?
Well played.
Well played. I'm not buying it. Ah, okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, very nice. Very well played. Wow. Wow. Yep, win streak. This deck has been doing pretty well. So, obviously there, I got a few lucky top decks, but the deck is geared for that. And in addition, I did manage to pull a lot of good cards, which helped me to finish off the win against a far superior deck. So, wow. Couldn't be more happy about that one. Fantastic.
Garrosh versus Rexar.
Okay.
Let's the hunt.
Warrior Hunter. This is a great hand. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, great. Perfect. 2 4-drops. I'll definitely use coin at turn 3 to either drop my Yeti or my Shieldmasta. And then I've got my first turn Argent Squire, which is perfect. Hey, how you doing? That'll ensure that if he plays like an early Buzzard or Timberwolf, I can trade off against that with the Argent Squire just by losing that Divine Shield. So, yep, get that Squire out. Get going. Do some work. Then let's see what he plays on that turn 2. If he drops a creature, I may Taskmaster it, and then Squire if it's got like a 2D. No, okay, so just arrow me. That's fine. He's playing slow control. I'm going to Taskmaster, do 3 damage. I'm going to force him to use an early explosive trap. If he does an explosive trap here, I doubt he has one in hand. And this is to ensure that my turn 4 drop is going to be at full health, because I don't want to explosive trap and then have it brought down to a 3 health so he can multi-shot. Okay, what you gonna do? Oh, okay, so no explosive trap, or he's very confident that he'll be able to control me. Well, that means that obviously I'm going to coin, and I'm going to put out the more aggressive of the 2 options. I'm going to put out the Yeti, because if he now puts out an explosive trap, then I'm going to want to make sure that my Shieldmasta is full health. I wouldn't mind taking the 2 damage on the Yeti, but I don't want my Taunter to go down. Okay, now here's the secret. Okay, so I'm guessing that this is explosive trap. I can't imagine him pulling anything else. It could be a misdirect, and he's hoping that I attack first with the Yeti, so I'm going to attack with the Taskmaster. Yep, okay. There it is. That's fine. Well, he took another 5 points of damage to find that out, so yeah, get my full strength Shieldmasta out. Now, even if he multi-shots, that's still fine. I've got a workable taunt. He could then like Arcane Shot it, but then that's still 2 cards. Okay. So this could be a misdirection. That'd be pretty painful. Could also be another explosive. Nope. Okay, Freezing Trap. That's fine, because that heals my Yeti up. Puts him at a 6 cost. That's ridiculous. So I'm going to Arcanite Reaper here, because based on the amount of control that he has, I'm doubting that he has any large creatures. The Reaper puts me in a good position. I put some damage on his face and, you know, make him panic a little bit and hopefully start using some of his cards, because I want to see what kind of deck this is. And I've got my Taunter if he, throws out something with charge, so that's fine. And I've got a Cleave if he puts out, like a couple of Raptors or something. So basically, what I'm trying to say is his deck is still a mystery, and obviously this guy doesn't even know what he's going to play. Okay, high main. That's legit, and that's also why I have the Arcanite Reaper out. So let's see what we draw. This is so good. Oh, this is going to be so good. Yep. I will gladly pay 6 health and the Cleave to get a 5/4 Frothing Berserker. Happily. Yeah, oh yeah, there you go. Your turn, buddy. Yeah. How you like that one? Move a little bit too fast, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. He could, Hunter's Market. He could do a lot of things. What? No, not that card. No, you don't want to play that card. Definitely not. He could silence. That's fine too. But then at least I've got my Taunter and my Stormwind Champion wouldn't be silenced then. Boy, that Berserker's giving you some trouble, huh? Yeah, highlight it. He's like, whoa, this thing. 5/4, what is this? Gold 5/4. So angry. Or you could just not play. That's fine too. So you just, want to let it go here. I'd understand, This is a bad 2 minions to be on the field. Knife Juggler, okay. Looks like some shenanigans are starting. Starving Buzzard, okay. And then, okay, so if he unleashes the Hounds here, and I'm assuming he has a Timberwolf as well, because he's got 1 mana left. Hopefully, my Shieldmaster doesn't take 2 points of damage. I need him to stay above 2 health. Oh, perfect. And my Berserker's getting so angry! And not my Shieldmaster. Yes! Ha ha ha! And he ran out of time. And now my Berserker is so mad. Well played. Boom! Big fat 10 damage. Yeah. You made him very upset, sir. Well, obviously I had a lot of options in my hand. I pulled another Shieldmasta, so that was a really, really fun one, and sort of shows how the Frothing Berserker can get very scary very fast. Fantastic. So, as you can tell, the Budget Warrior deck is a super solid deck that relies on a very strong curve, which pulls out options from your opponent and really punishes people who miss their combos or miss their curves. Next week on part 2 of the Budget Deck Breakdown for the Warrior, I'll be going over a few more nuances on how to utilize this deck effectively. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please take the time to subscribe to my channel, let a friend know about the deck, click the like button, and leave a comment on this page. And, as always, I'm MSB, wishing you good games and good times.